happening? Hello. Ooh, why does that look a little blurry? Let me just, clear that off. I guess not with my clothes, but let's see. That was looking a little blurry there. I was not fond of that. But hello, and thank you for joining me today for this Monday meditation in English for peace. But I am doing some content now more and more in French. So definitely check that out because meditation's for everybody. So thank you for joining me as I get situated and settled here. Today we are going to do a bit of a silent meditation. This is to bring a lot of focus and awareness inside oneself and just take a moment to allow your mind to find some calmness, slow down that rush that may be happening if you're running around for work, for kids, for errands, for whatever may be. So take a seat, or maybe you're on a walk and you're just listening while this plays on your YouTube, and join in this moment. So I thank you again. I'm Carmita Smiles, so I thank you for joining me. And I won't, usually midday meditations are just for a quick, nice break for some relief from the day. So whether you're walking or sitting or laying on the couch, bring your focus in on you, on your physical body. How is your physical body feeling? Are there any sensations coming about? Trembling or itching or touching of your skin? Whatever they may be, just let them be. And now, how are you feeling? Are you sleepy? Did anything upset you this morning, or maybe afternoon, evening, depending where you are? Where are your thoughts? Are they with you? Or do you feel they're dragging or maybe a little bit against you? Wherever your thoughts may be, however you may be feeling, let it be. Find yourself in this moment to be aware of any physical sensations that may be coming about, any thoughts and feelings that may be fluttering through your mind or racing with your emotions. Maybe you are having a wonderful day. Maybe the morning started off well, you had some juice or tea, and now you're just taking a moment to allow that to settle in with you. Let this settle in with you. If you are home and you are able to close your eyes and just listen, feel free to do so, or allow your sight and look to gain a little haze to it. Just allow it to kind of fall and settle in to this moment. If you're walking, maybe do your best to enjoy the sound of the words that are coming out of my mouth to bring a new awareness to your day or night. Let's sit and just settle in or walk. Walk with a calmness, or lay the body where it may, and just be. Now, bringing in awareness to your breathing, not having to do anything special or unique, but just breathe. Noticing your inhale and your exhale. Once again, becoming aware of your inhale and your next exhale. And once more, keeping that focus on your inhale and exhale. Continuing to breathe. Remaining a little bit aware and conscious of the breaths of your breathing, and allowing them to just settle in. Allow that energy to enter into the body. Feel wonderful and release. Continuing to just breathe. Still allowing your eyes to remain closed if you wish, or your gaze to lie hazy if you wish. Just remain being in this moment with me. Feel your breath. Feel the energy. Feel the peace. Welcome peace. Maybe now, if your eyes are closed, go ahead and slowly take a few blinks, 3 to 5, and allow your eyelids to rise slowly and eyes to open. If you're walking and your gaze is hazy, feel free to bring clarity, becoming aware of your surroundings. Continue to breathe. Starting to drift away from full focus on breathing. Maybe if you're sitting or laying, moving your fingers, wiggling your toes, also becoming aware of your surroundings. Starting to tune back in to all that is around you, the sounds, the noises, maybe your pets or your kids or your partner. Regain awareness and welcome yourself for taking a moment for self and this time for peace. Thank you for joining me today for this midday meditation. Namaste. So thank you so much for joining me for this quick midday meditation. Just really, it's all about tuning into yourself, to your center, and giving yourself a moment to breathe. It can really work wonders. And if you have a moment to stick around and check in with me and send me a message, let me know how you are doing, feel free to do so. I would love to hear from you. And if you would like to dive deep into any of the other practices that I do, if you have any questions about anything, definitely reach out to me at any time. You can find my information in the description. You could also find me on Instagram at Carmita Smiles, that's CARMITA Smiles, or by visiting carmitasmiles.com. There you can learn so much about me, all the events coming up, what I'm out here doing in the community, different services being offered, and more about programming and content online and in person. I'm going to be diving deep into some new topics and things, something I want to add in that's had a lot of controversy lately with everything happening in the world on my Facebook community group and page where you can connect with me and follow along with what's going on also and join in on some live discussions and topics of discussion posted in the Facebook group at facebook.com/Carmita Smiles Naturally. You can read about just different topics because everything related to natural living, health and wellness, well-being, fairness, equality, and different things happening in the world. A big one I'm going to bring notice to that I will research will be a lot of nonprofits and good nonprofit work or just great civilian work going on out there. I am not attached to any particular nonprofit. I just like supporting people who are doing good for the sake of doing good. And sometimes that can be just literally someone in the community. It doesn't have to be an organization, but I would like to promote some larger organizations out there who are doing so much good in the world. I'm coming across so many sad things. One recently was a talk a lot about with everyone's hardship right now with financial hardship and different life hardships and changes. And a lot of people are turning to a lot of not so great things at this time to get their hands on the human dollar so that they can just afford to live. But it's so sad to see so many young folks now having to be the quote unquote, as they put, breadwinners. And a lot of these articles that I'm reading, I really, there's so many organizations that do so well and that really try to put a stop to things like child labor and different abuse systems that are happening in this world. And I understand that the human dollar is a tool and people feel that they need it to live. But there are, at least where I am at, we have a lot of wonderful organizations doing good and who are here to truly help you in these financial hardship times. And in other countries, I know it's extremely difficult to really find a lot of these sources. They may not be available and they don't always have the laws and systems put in place to help discourage these things like child labor happening. And some things are not that bad. Like, it'd be the equivalent of our child going out and wanting to mow the lawn at a neighbor's house to make a few bucks, which really isn't bad. But it's other things that I'm hearing about going into drug-related instances and sex trafficking and the sex industry, which no person should feel the obligation of that, but really a family deciding to put their child through into the sex industry is no way for any child to live. It just really breaks my heart to read about these things happening into the world. So I will be going forth and not only promoting organizations, and that's why I say on such a large scale across the globe that are out there really doing good, and how you from your day-to-day to a higher level can help to support these organizations who are trying their best and doing their best to put a stop to these types of things, and also offer alternatives to better living standards for those, not only here in the States, but globally. So I will be promoting a lot of that. But like I said, it's always have to take precautions. A lot of different organizations and fundraisers are getting really bad reps right now for people taking the money and running. So don't worry, I'll be doing the research for you on which organizations are truly putting your donations to work and to use, and it's not just paying for a paycheck. There are some wonderful organizations, just like I said, now even in the States doing work that I highlight a lot, that are even just doing well for the communities. One is Wild Goose Creative, which is a venue and art collective. They are a nonprofit that helps artists in the community from Columbus, Ohio, and all over. And other ones, like there's a wonderful nonprofit that is completely voluntary based, Colony Cats and Dogs, who are also another wonderful organization here in Columbus, Ohio, that obviously help aid cats and dogs. So I will dive into just various organizations that are doing good like that, so that people can really find and start doing well in the world. This is such an important time for us to be doing so much good and rising above. And the more people that come into light and come into awareness and choose to rise above the dark things in the world, if we come together truly in those wonderful aspects, because every person, I think, means well and wants, all humans to live well, out there, not just people they see, not just their neighbors, but everywhere. So let's come together and check out these organizations that are helping us to do so. So thank you again for checking out this midday meditation, and thank you if you stuck around for listening to this little vibe of information that I have right now. You're going to be seeing a lot more information like this. I do run a pet care business just for them out of Columbus, Ohio, servicing pets all in the area for people who are still busy working and whatnot. But something wonderful that we've been doing once a month is doing Aware and Care, which promotes a lot of organizations like this, whether they're nonprofit, for-profit, or just locals doing good. So reach out to that if you'd like to learn more about this and other organizations that I've already talked to that are doing good. So with that, have a fabulous day. I have nothing left to say. Namaste. Take care.